What's going on, everybody? Beside me is the 2026 Nissan Rogue Platinum. I'm gonna give you the full tour of the vehicle, show you the features, take it for a long test drive, and then share my thoughts. Come along for the ride. Now in Canada, we are looking forward to the release of the Rock Creek edition, which has already arrived in the United States, but we're also very excited for the 2026 Rogue Hybrid that should be released closer to the end of the year. But this is the Platinum model. There is not many significant changes from the 2025 model year. If you guys want to see my full review of the 2025, we're gonna link it in the description below. But first things first, I'm Dutch, so let's talk about the price. This one has a Canadian MSRP of $48,395. Now, for all my American friends out there, the MSRP in the US is $38,990. Let's see what you get for that dough. Now, our front is gonna come with full LED headlights. You have your auto on-off headlights. You have your automatic high beam assistant. So the high beams will actually turn on and off as it senses a vehicle approaching in front of you. The sensor is right here, and that's for things like your forward emergency brake. Checking out the side profile, this one is obviously in the bolder gray exterior color. Now, what I love about these Platinums is you do get these two-tone 19-inch aluminum alloy wheels. It's sitting on Bridgestone all-season tires, and then you obviously have your front and your rear disc brakes. Moving along, I love how the black and white kind of contrast here. The black and the gray contrast with the black roof, the black mirrors. You have your black wheel wells there and your side sills with the chrome. On the mirror, there is an around view monitor. So there's a camera in each mirror here. You have your turning signals on the mirror. That's gonna help you with the 360 camera and the parking, which I'll show you when we jump inside. You can see the rear windows come tinted from the factory. A lot of people do like to tint the front windows as well, just to match. You have your chrome roof rails, and then you can add extended cross rails if you want extended cross rails to put things on top. Okay, now this wouldn't be an episode of Cars Unlocked if we didn't show you how to lock and unlock the car. But first, we're gonna remote start this thing. It's really hot out today, so we're gonna use the remote to start it up here. That comes included in this Platinum package, and there you can start it up. Now, if you want to unlock the vehicle, obviously you have the lock and unlock on the remote, and you do have the button right on the door here to lock and unlock the car, and then we're good to get in. So now we've unlocked this thing, let's take it for a test drive. First, I gotta show you this sunroof. Look how far back this sunroof goes, and you can open it as much or as little as you want, which is pretty neat. I like the shifter knob. It's a very easy shifter knob. A lot of people are intimidated by it, but once you get the hang of it, it is super smooth. Now, the seats are Nissan's patented zero gravity seats. They're super comfortable seats. It also has two memory positions for the driver's seat, and then it's a 10-way power adjustable driver's seat. You have the heated steering wheel, great for the winter time. 10 Bose audio speakers. You have the dual front subwoofers as well, so great sounding car. For infotainment, you have this super large touchscreen here where you can do things like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. We do have a full walkthrough of how to do this, but it's all with the Google built in. So you can see it using my voice commands there, and it's really handy, very easy to use. Here's my navigation, my radio. There I can add phones. There's different apps, and there is also, it will sync to your Alexa if you're an Alexa user. So a lot of connectivity in the car. Nissan has really thrown the whole kit and caboodle at this thing here. Behind the steering wheel is another 12.3-inch display here in which I can do things like my drive computer, my tire pressure. There's my navigation, radio, safety settings, and here I can adjust any settings. But that's really my home screen. It's all digital, which is really neat. And then my heads-up display is here. So I don't know if you guys can see it through the screen here, but it is showing my speed and my navigation right in the windshield there. Let's talk about the power plan. This one has a 1.5 3-cylinder engine with the Nissan VC turbo. It's going to be attached to a CVT transmission, which is going to give you about 201 horsepower and 225 pounds-feet of torque. 7.7 liters per every 100 kilometers combined between the city and the highway. 0 to 60 in 8 seconds. That's with the turbo. I'm assuming that's going to be in the sport mode. There's multiple different driving modes: off-road mode, there's a snow mode, there's an auto mode, and there's an economy mode, and then a sport mode. So we're going to set it to sport mode and jump on the highway in a second here. A few things I want to mention, features you might want to be curious about if you're trying it. Right now that I'm parked at this red light, the engine has shut off. So the engine's not running. That's the auto start stop. Now I've engaged the gas and the engine starts going. It's kind of a love-hate thing. I've noticed people either love that feature or they hate it. I'm probably more leaning towards the hate side. I could do without it, but you guys let me know what you guys think of the auto start feature. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Now, one thing that a lot of people like, especially if they have kids, is it does have these side curtain shades, help keep the UV rays off your children, and a ton of space in the back. That quilted leather goes right into the back. You have 2 cup rests in the center armrest, or 2 cup holders in the armrest, and a cup holder in each door. Nice deep mat pockets. And here we have 2 USB-Cs. We have our heated seat controls, and your rear passengers can control the temperature. Ventilation goes all the way to the back here, and let's count it down. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, and that's 100. So it was maybe about 8.5 seconds, I would think. I did have a little turn in the road there, so that might have thrown it off, but not too bad. Not too bad for acceleration. I've never had any issues accelerating in this car. We have our Platinum and all-wheel drive badging. Our Rogue is stamped right on the liftgate. There's a backup camera right above the license plate, and then you have your rear parking sensors, which is going to help with your forward emergency brake. My favorite feature, you do get the motion activated liftgate, so you just need to wave your foot under the trunk here and it will open up. When we look at the cargo area, you do have your carpeted mats equipped. It's going to come with this little storage unit here, so you can adjust these any way that you like. Put the mats underneath, hide your things, or you can take them right out if you want more trunk space. It's 36.3 cubic feet of cargo capacity when you have the rear seats folded up. This is your privacy cover, which is just gonna cover things when you're shopping at the mall, things like that, keep things kind of cool. And you can fold the seats down just with the levers here. Look at that. Boom, and boom, and then you have a full flat cargo area. Now this one being the Platinum, you get the upgraded Pro Pilot Assist, so it will really, like, I can keep my hands off the wheel for quite some time. Like, I'm locked in the lane now, and you guys know I'm a big believer of this. If you guys have been watching my videos before, you can keep your hands off the wheel for about like 10 seconds. Like, I'm gonna time it here. Okay, there it goes again. And it will actually change lanes for you. So if I signal to change lanes, it's looking for an open spot, and look, it's making the lane change right now. And then I'm in the lane. Ooh, it's gonna lock me back in this lane that I'm in. So kind of smooth. I let my hands take over a little bit. I would still keep your hands on the wheel while you're making the changes. But this thing is a real pleasure to drive, and it's very smooth. It also is going to come with the lane departure warning and the blind spot warning. So right now I'm just going to deviate from the lane here just as a test. And it's showing me on my heads-up display that I'm deviating from the lane. The wheel vibrates when you deviate from the lane. I do like how they put our seatbelt notification kind of tucked away. In the other one, the 2025 model, it was very large and kind of in your face. And half the time, if I was driving by myself, it wouldn't even matter, and it would block a lot of visuals. Now it's very small up in there. Street sign recognition, so it's gonna tell me the speed limit of the street I'm going on, and it's telling me right now I'm going a little too fast, but we're approaching the highway here, so that speed limit should change. And listen to that turbo. You can feel the turbo kind of groan a little bit, but there's a lot to love in this car. I've been driving a Rogue for quite some time, and I really do like the drive. It's a very smooth drive. It's very easy to drive on the highway, and there's a lot of connectivity like I mentioned. So guys, that is a wrap on your unlock of the 2025 Nissan Rogue. Woo! What do you guys think? Does it fit the bill? Does it need anything else? Is there something it's missing? Please put them in the comments. I'd love to answer them. Don't forget, if you're interested in test driving this vehicle and you're in the Niagara region, I work at St. Catharines Nissan. Do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'd love to take you on a test drive and help you facilitate your purchase. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.